Hi guys, Lunar here and welcome to this Fortnite update video. Season 3 has just dropped. We will be going over the massive list of changes including new weapons, characters and a lot more. If the video is helpful though, smash the like button and we will get straight into it. Let's start off then with a little overview of the update from Epic, and here is what they say. The time has come for a new season of Fortnite, Season 3. Loot lovers will be excited to know that this season's Battle Pass has more tiers, more loot and all new cosmetic rewards. Command the power of the mighty hand cannon and experience Fortnite Battle Royale at 60 FPS on PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One and Xbox One X. Lastly but certainly not least, we've made hefty improvements to the building blocks of build mode. Get lost in the heroic sounds of all new orchestral music score, explore the fresh Lunar New Year questline and unlock new weapons and heroes, all coming to save the world. The Season 3 Battle Pass is now available in-game, featuring new outfits, back bling, skydiving FX and more. More tiers, more loot and more info. Experience Fortnite like never before on PS4, PS4 Pro, Xbox One and Xbox One X, which now supports 60 FPS mode. Hand tuned for each console to provide an extra smooth gaming experience while maintaining visual fidelity. Hoverboards, why run when you can hover? Explore each zone without depleting energy on your hoverboard. You will get a new orchestral music score. An entirely new music score is premiering in Season 3, created by film composer Marco Beltrami and Pinar Toprak. Build mode improvements. We've hammered down some upgrades, turbo building, automatic material change and more, and I will link a list of the changes in the description. Hand cannon. It's big, it's loud and it packs a punch, coming to both Battle Royale and Save the World. So guys, that is the list of all the new features for the game, but here is a list of all the bug fixes starting with the general one, and there is a lot of them. Major improvements to buildings. Players can now build structures just about anywhere, even through trees, rocks and cars. This allows you more freedom when building, no more pesky trees stopping your ramps, and structural support will work in the same way, only terrain or other buildings will support your built structures, not objects you can build through. If you run out of materials while building, you'll now automatically switch to the next material with available resources. You can turn this feature off with the auto material change option in the game settings menu. You can now continuously place the selected building pieces by holding down the primary fire button. You can turn this feature off with the turbo building option in the game setting as well. In Battle Royale, switching between building pieces is now much smoother, especially using console controls or under non-ideal network conditions. The new orchestral score music, and the hour-long score was recorded in Nashville with an amazing orchestra. Save the World, all music has been updated with an entirely new soundtrack, and Battle Royale. The login, launch and lobby menus have updated remixes from the new score. The game's added a colorblind option. This can now be found under the new accessibility tab in the game's options. There's a strength indicator so you can find a level that works best for you, and this feature is still in development, but they'd like to hear your feedback on it to see if they can improve it. Holding down the interact and use button when approaching a chest or downed ally will now automatically perform the action once in range. This also works when reviving teammates. Messaging now displays when party functionality has degraded due to server issues, and this includes being able to join parties and send invitations. Easy anti-cheat protection added to Mac. Improved the look and feel of the game's window title bar, buttons and borders on Windows. For bug fixes, fixed auto run being cancelled when opening the map or inventory screens. Inventory icons should no longer get stuck in selected state after being dragged out of the inventory. Improved CPU performance when activating overlaps such as traps or triggers. Optimized grass rendering to improve overall frame rate. And fixed an issue where incorrect numbers could be shown if you enabled the Show Net Stats HUD option. There's one known issue that is still being worked on. Microphones connected to controllers will be muted when changing any audio volume. Next up then are the changes to Battle Royale. First off, weapons and items. Hand cannon has been added, fires heavy ammo, epic and legendary rarity, and found in floor loot, treasure chests, and supply drops. Pump shotgun behavior has been addressed. Firing the pump shotgun and quickly switching weapons will now require you to pump the shotgun before the next shot, and they'll be monitoring the fallout from this and continuing to iterate on how this works throughout the next patch. Grenades no longer have the ability to crit. Remove the Valentine's Day skin for the crossbow. Adjusted pistol drop chances in floor loot. Increased the oncoming pistol by 25%, increased rare pistol by 100%, decreased the epic suppressed pistol by 33%, and decreased the legendary pistol suppressed by 20%. So big changes to pistol loot. On to bug fixes then. Fix the colorful outlines around weapon pickups not showing up. Fix the crossbow not reloading if the fire button is pressed with an empty ammo clip. Fix the impulse grenade sometimes not sticking to the environment. and fixed a recoil recovery issue that caused the reticle to be in a lower position than expected after switching weapons. To performance, 60 FPS mode has been added to all consoles. Battle Royale now defaults to 60 FPS, but you can switch back to 30 in settings if you prefer higher quality visuals. This replaces the uncapped mode. Optimized weapon and building selection to be much more responsive under non-ideal network conditions, and several HUD elements have been optimized to improve performance. And there's a couple of bug fixes for that as well. Fixed hitching that occurred when jumping out of the battle bus, and fixed hitching that occurred when encountering certain skins for the first time in a match. Next, to gameplay changes. Players now remain in control of their character for 10 seconds after earning Victory Royale. Players who do not have an outfit equipped will now have the same outfit both in-game and in the lobby. And here are the bug fixes for gameplay. Fixed an issue where sometimes no weapon would be equipped on the first weapon pickup. Fixed the crosshair reticle disappearing in certain cases. Fixed an issue where the wrong item was dropped after switching inventory slots immediately after picking up a new item. Fixed an issue where supply drops were unable to be viewed for long distances. Fixed issues where other player models could appear giant in certain network conditions. Fixed the wall traps not triggering if placed behind certain stairs configurations that wouldn't visually block the trap. Fixed the wrong item stack sometimes being consumed when multiple instances of stacking items are in the quick bar. Fixed a rare server crash for a player who would join a match, and fixed an issue that would cause visual delays when acquiring pickups or opening chests. Up next then, user interface changes for the Battle Royale. The full screen map can now be opened while spectating. The map also now displays information about what the buttons do in the top right corner. The path of the battle bus is now visible on the map prior to launch. When picking up items, we once again display the names and quantities on the HUD with an improved appearance. Ammo count is now shown in the tooltip for weapons on the ground. Added new streamer mode, setting to the game's options menu, which anonymizes all names that aren't squad members. When spectating players, the number of players they've eliminated now appears under their name. Text notifications no longer appear when a spectator leaves. The "You Placed" message now appears only for 10 seconds instead of 20 while spectating. Added a help button to the Battle Pass tab with a list of frequently asked questions as well. Fixed an issue where after being eliminated the banner rank of the opponent wouldn't match their rank but would instead match your own. Fixed unclear description of the emote key binding in the input settings menu. Fixed an issue where messages and pop-ups were affected by the HUD scale option. Fixed an issue with escape behavior where it was cancelling game actions rather than bringing up the menu, so now down players that were still in build mode could not open the menu. Fixed an issue where spectators would see the character model obstructing their view if the spectated player was scoping a sniper with their back to wall. Fixed an issue where text notifications would show for spectators joining despite show spectator count being disabled. Fixed not having enough visual padding between the current ammo in the magazine and the amount left in reserve. Okay, so here are some social changes. Emoting is now available in the pre-game lobby. You can do this by clicking on your avatar's emote. Banner, boost level, and battle pass tier of party members are now shown in the lobby as well. The top menu in the lobby now shows expanded information on party members, similar to the in-match menu. Party Finder has been restyled with streamlined invite join visuals, and the actions you can take for each friend or invite request are now shown in line. Ray no longer enthusiastically announces all friend invites. And there's one bug fix for that as well. Fix several cases of players failing to receive party invite notifications. Next up we have one art animation change. Remove depth of field blur to greatly increase image sharpness for all players. But there are a couple of bug fixes to art and animations. Lighting duration, all times of day and night now match the brightness across all quality options. Lighting contrast and intensity has been adjusted to improve contrast in certain times of day that were flat and to reduce shadows in times of day that were too dark. Fixed an issue which caused down players to become invisible if revived underwater. Finally, we have a couple of audio changes and bug fixes. Unique audio coming to several pickaxes and gliders within the Battle Pass in version 3.1.0, so that will be next week's update. Create a new semi-auto sniper world impact sounds, so it doesn't sound as overwhelming when shot at. Two bug fixes are implementing a fix that should resolve the stuttering and lagged audio issue that were introduced in the last update. Fixed an issue that caused the pickaxe equipped sound to play when other players jump from the bus. And there's a couple of known issues as well. In rare cases, the game may crash in the front-end menus when Shadowplay Highlights is enabled. To prevent this, please update to the latest version of GeForce Experience. After opening a supply drop that has been shot down, the loot will sometimes spawn in the sky and slowly fall to the ground. In rare cases, players may be able to edit a player-built structure The current workaround is to press the edit button on an adjacent structure, but those are known issues and will be addressed as soon as possible. But that is all of the list of changes for Battle Royale. Let's move on to the Save the World then. To gameplay, the hoverboard has been added. Hoverboards are granted by a new tutorial questline available after Stonewood home base Storm Shield Defense 5 has been completed. Cruise across the map at high speed. Hoverboards take 3 seconds to summon but consume no energy while in use, and taking damage on the hoverboard will knock you off, so be careful. The Bald Eagle hand cannon is now available in the weekly store. This is the highest damage hand cannon yet. It's accurate and effective at short to mid range. The Spring It On event chapter Luck Explosion unlocks. Ring in the new year with explosive new quests and activities. Get your dragon weapon of choice as the questline reward. The Cozy Campfire no longer rewards the full utility score every time it heals a player, instead spreading its total reward out over its lifespan. Plank Hatton Project quest now only requires a single fully completed siphon to succeed instead of 3. Players still must complete all 3 defense stages on the siphon though. Adjusted the cost of all blue glow pylons. Increased wood, stone, metal harvesting rates. The exact amounts varies by object, but is approximately 10 to 20% higher. Front-end crafting with universal inventory feature will be added. Reduced appearance rate of ranged melee and weapon llamas by 20%. Alright then, we have a whole bunch of changes, bug fixes to gameplay. Wall launchers once again push husks in the direction the trap is facing. Weak points will now spawn for all players when multiple players attempt to harvest a building or outlander llama at the same time. The Cozy Campfire now requires tiered mineral powder to craft. Spring It On, gold was incorrectly displaying as Sprint It On, and that has been fixed. Fixed wooden wall spike traps to have no reload time. Fixed wooden wall spike traps to have proper damage at different tiers and rarities. Fixed an issue with the wooden wall spike traps not properly reflecting damage. Survivors' lost items should no longer spawn outside of the search area. If a survivor really doesn't spawn a survivor, it will now fulfill relayed objects and grant full rewards. Fix the mailbox quest item from being searchable even if you're not doing the quest. Fix summer from spawning outside the storm shield in outpost. Vacuum tube launcher and dam buster will no longer roll headshot perks. Fixed an issue where the new dragon weapon schematic could roll invalid perk configurations. Updated melee durability decay perk description to say longer durability instead of durability decay. Updated values to reflect new description, and these tooltips were also displaying incorrect values. They are now corrected. Crossbow schematics will now craft weapons on the correct power level. The correct crossbow model will now show when it is crafted, dropped, or picked up. Finally, fixed a bug that caused multiple elemental enemy types to spawn in the same encounter. After increasing difficulty, only one elemental type should spawn at a time except mini-bosses. Up next then is a list of new features and fixes to heroes. Valentine's Ninja Snuggle Specialist Sarah has been added to the event store. New legendary versions of the Lunar New Year heroes added to the Spring Llama, Berserker Renegade, Riot Control Isa, Flash AC, and Thunderstrike Mari. Finally, base move speed has been unified across all heroes. Constructors now move at the same speed as soldiers and outlanders, and the ninja's Shinobi perk now grants 10% run and sprint speed in addition to 10% fall damage reduction. For bug fixes then, fixed an issue causing the Outlander Flash Eagle Eye support perk to show 12% damage increase to all hero evolutions. It now properly displays 12%, 18, 24 at evolutions 1, 2, and 3. Fixed an issue where Dragon Slash wasn't activated voiceover. Fixed issues causing players to lose control of their character if a troll bomb was destroying with Soldier Shockwave. Fixed issues where In the Zone would sometimes trigger following one swing after switching weapons. Fixed an issue that allows soldiers to sprint while they are aiming with their frag grenade. Fixed an issue that allowed light sword heavy attacks to be cancelled early. Fixed a visual issue where the Flash Eagle Eye Outlander backpack of epic and legendary rarities were reserved. Fixed an issue where hero abilities, projectiles, and visual effects would fail when cast in water. Fixed an issue where the epic version of Sarah Claus had Crescent Kick as tier 2 ability instead of throwing stars. Fixed an issue where Ranger Beetle Jess was missing her face paint, and updated the Rain of Death ninja perk to show the updated throw pattern. Next up then, changes to user interface. Updated skill tree backgrounds with new art and path labels to help player progression. Added new color backgrounds and labels to research trees to help player progression. Selecting the Find In option in the Heroes and Squads menu will now show the selected hero, survivor, or defender when opening the appropriate armory submenu. Clarified the behavior of the quick chat key binding in the input screen. Added a purple skull icon above the mini bosses, and Spring It On gold icon has been updated. User interface bug fixes. Fixed an issue that caused connecting to appear when a teammate joined a match. Fix the tooltip for supply drop. Clicking a lock squad now takes you to the earliest skill node that unlocks any slot in the squad rather than the skill node that unlocks the leader's slot. Fix the case where weapon perks would disappear from the user interface temporarily. Fix the case where the item level display would fail to update. Fix the case of overrunning text in the store tab. Fix some cases where controller navigation would become unresponsive. Fix the hitch that could occur when navigating the quest tab. Fix some mission detail information not correctly updating when hovering over missions with a mouse. Fix the case of cut off text in the armory menus. Tab navigation button callouts are not hidden if they cannot be used. Fix the mission selection button becoming overly large in some situations. Adjusted the layout of the defender squad button to better support having every squad unlocked. Fix slotted survivors not showing their correct power level in some situations. Fixed an issue with purchasing additional llamas during the llama store tutorial. Removed unnecessary blank rows in the tooltip information for bear stare. Corrected a typo in the description for quick kick. Fixed the tooltip for heavy blows to refer to base health values and base MD, missing his display name. Fixed map and radar icons, including player icons, not displaying in some circumstances. The Ralphie's Revenge sniper rifle now correctly displays tier information. Remove unused stats in patrol ward tooltip. Fixed a case of overrunning text breaking the layout of the daily reward menu. Updated airstrike upgrade damage node to accurately reflect bonuses. Updated the description of hover turret upgrade fire rate node to skill tree 4 to accurately reflect bonuses as well. Fixed an issue where console players were unable to select a skill in the skill tree. Finally, changes to audio. Added plasma stun gun to decoy when you have the perk enabled, and that's the only change to audio, but here are a list of the known issues. The import friends button is now available in the game menu for version 3 only, can be found in the Epic Game Launcher in the meantime. Twitch quests are not giving out daily missions. Weapon design and training manuals are not being fully refunded when recycling 2-star and above items. Recycling using the contact menu does not preview the refunded items. Initial black box announcement of zone modifiers appears too briefly to read. Players can't edit button when a blueprint of a different building is selected. Explosive based weapons have area of effect blast radius as range in stats page. Featured quest appears as only partially completed when finished. Hex map reward user interface displays gold as seasonal gold. Owned a dragon weapon could roll invalid perk configuration, and the play now button for the want to build a hoverboard quest can take players to non-city zones. Play now functionality will be removed from the quest in a future patch, and all those changes will be changed in a future patch as well. Well, that is basically it for this video. All the info from the new Season 3 update, version 3.0.0. Let me know what you think in the comments on anything mentioned in the video. There was a whole list of things there to go over. Stay tuned for more upcoming videos, plenty of news, updates and guides on the way for the game. Make sure you're subscribed for that and notifications enabled as well. Click on the links on the screen for more similar videos, and I will see you guys again soon. Peace out.